Hi everyone. I know I haven't announced I'm kind of going to do a live, but I hope you find this useful. So the reason I'm going live is I did some training in my Get Playing Guitar group there on Friday about bar chords. I'm putting some polls in there and asking those guys, what problems are you having. So likewise, I'd really like to help the guys that are maybe subscribed to the channel and aren't in the group. If you do want to join the group, all the info will be in the below this video. But I just thought I would share what we did in the group on Friday. So we were talking about bar chords. There's quite a lot of people finding, after some comments, problems playing bar chords and problems getting in and out of bar chords. So making the bar chords and getting in and out with open shapes. So what I thought I would do is give you a few tips. First of all, one of the big things you can do to really help your bar chords on guitar is use a capo. There's no point sitting struggling with an F chord down here. And a lot of people go straight in, right? This song has C and F in it. One of the members of the group actually commented to me that that change in particular was difficult. Moving in and out of C and F, which it is quite hard, which is exactly why I'm saying put a capo on the guitar. If you haven't got one, this make here's Donner. I know there's loads, you probably know yourself, there's loads. There's a great one make called Jim Dunlop, I also do picks. But this one here is good because it has a really good strong spring, and that's what's important in whatever capo you get. So what I would say is putting the capo on then makes things a lot easier because the makes the strings just lower, closer to the fretboard. I also have light gauge strings on as well. So I don't start everybody with a major bar chord. I usually start with a minor one because I just think it's easier because your fingers, it sort of makes sense because your fingers are down here closer than the thinner strings and they're easier to press down. So before you'd even get to the B minor, I would make sure you can do a minor shape. So if you can do a B minor open, then we turn that into a bar later on. Now, the F thing, the also when if you're starting the major shape, don't jump in and do this full bar thing. If you have a book and I'll hear a lot of people working from method books and all, and generally in the books they just show you a picture of F, and you think, oh right, that's the F chord. There are so many ways on guitar to make things easier, and it should all be done in a step-by-step process. So you're building on what you recently practiced or recently were taught. By the way, if you're not getting lessons, I would say that is a kind of a major mistake these days. A lot of people are thinking they can learn online. While there are some great lessons, you want to make sure that you're actually getting taught the right way, because you could actually be going off on a tangent and doing something that's completely leading you in the wrong direction. Okay, so that's something you don't want to be doing. Think of the time you're going to be wasting if you do that, which is kind of the reason I'm going to start doing more YouTube lives as well as my group lives, just to help everybody out that has subscribed. By the way, thanks very much, because we're now at 895 subscribers, so it's building, and the channel, I can't wait till we hit 1,000 and then build it on that. But hopefully when we hit 1,000, the videos are going to reach far more people and help them with their playing. So when you're doing the major bar chord shape, right, generally we would call it F if it's down on fret 1. I wouldn't bother with fret 1. I would bring it up even to fret 3 and start with a mini bar down here, right, and have that as the shape. So we're starting with basically a mini bar covering 2 strings, then the triad, and then your third finger's going down doing the what would be the root note of the chord from this direction looking down. So in this case, we are on fret 3 here, so that would actually be a B flat. But if you were down open, it would be a G. But we're up here. Remember, the capo's doing the work. You could also have it in fret 2. But remember, the further down this way you are, the further the frets are spaced out, which is part of the reason for moving it up. So one of the important changes you're going to get, and this is part of my Get Playing Guitar Accelerator course as well, has all this kind of stuff in it, is the movement from major to minor, or the other way around. So if you think of a progression like, say something like With or Without You, U2, now I know it's not in this key, we're way higher up, it's actually in the key of D, but if you had something like that, G. Or likewise, if you're doing Ed Sheeran or something, I've been doing a lot of Ed Sheeran stuff and putting it on Instagram, all that recently as well. By the way, I would just say, if you're following me here, yeah, hi everyone there that's joined. If you're following me here, I'm also on Instagram as well. I'm putting a video up every single day on Instagram. So that's going to really give you loads of ideas for guitar and ukulele on everything, playing scales, playing chords, playing songs, all kinds of stuff. So we've got, I was talking there about, if you just joined, I was talking about the importance of the major to the minor change. All right, so if you've got, so that's G and B minor. All right, so the capo's doing a lot of the work here, and what we're doing is just making it so much easier on your hand, basically. One of the things that can come up if you have a song like that, this is a song we used to play years ago, the Scissor Sisters, Take Your Mama, and it's all bars pretty much for the verse. Oh, so that something like that's going to cramp up your arm pretty quickly. It's just constant grips. We're controlling the rhythm, all that stuff in and out, and we're keeping a similar kind of shape. So just be careful what you're working on. If you want some song suggestions, I mean, pop a couple of comments underneath and I'll give you some song suggestions is what would be good to start with. But that progression of D, A, B minor, G is good. Moving from the B minor to the G is one of the first changes I get everybody doing. And then even the likes of F to C, I would steer clear of that at the start until you really get used to moving between two bar chords. F is not an easy chord to get, especially moving in and out of C. Okay, so that's not a change I would jump in and do right away. And the problem with that is so many songs are in the key of C. And, you know, if you think about it, Let It Be. And then whatever it is after that. Or No Woman to Cry. Right, so things like that where you're in and out of F, it's quite tricky to do at the start. So yeah, it was just to give you a few tips. Basically, the whole point of this video then, you put a capo on, try things off the fretboard and see how you find it, and stay away from down here for a while and see does it make it a bit easier. And let me know in the comments if it does. If it does, that's great. Any live I'm going to be doing in my Get Playing Ukulele or Get Playing Guitar groups, I'm going to also do that live on YouTube as well. What I might do is actually just go live on YouTube and it could be fed into the other groups. But yeah, so more of this stuff coming because I think it's really useful to actually have a live thing instead of me putting a video up and you watching it back. It's better if it's live, and then I can, if you want to come on, ask a few questions, I can give you a few tips in the video as well. That would actually be great because then I'm actually helping you out in real time, so it'd be really good. But I hope you find that useful, and see you in the next live be coming up soon. There'll be a ukulele one coming soon as well, so watch out for that if you play ukulele. Okay, I'll see you again soon. Okay, bye.